Anyway, RadioWarwickshire.com, me and Eddie King live at this bonkers event that Gary Jones is doing. He's setting up over there. I'm going to be doing Facebook Lives. He's over there, look. Woo. This is our first ever, well, it's not his first one, but this is our first ever combined 2017 Radio Warwickshire on the road.
First time here for me.
Yeah, it's like the Radio on Road show, but nothing like it. And we're at Binswood Hall, and I've got Gary, and it's his event.
But we're here at the launch event for my project 2018.
Yeah.
So this is my new charity sporting project, which is going to be absolutely huge.
And we're not going to tell them yet, are we, till later? No, we can't say. That's why we're here. Me and Eddie's over there.
Yeah.
That's why we're here. We're here for 3 hours on the radio, so go to radiowarwickshire.com.
Yep.
And listen to us, and then what we're going to do, we're going to do some Facebook Lives, beam it to the radio show, and then find out what this crazy man is doing.
This is what I'm going to be launching. So Indoor Challenge is the new brand that I'm going to be focusing on, which you in this room and Facebook Live are seeing for the first time. Now, what is Indoor Challenge? In a nutshell, I've got two aims. I want to inspire people to do exercise and push themselves mentally and physically more than what they would do normally. Now, that could just be going to the gym once a week. That could be doing something that scares the living daylights out of them. But for me, it's about pushing them and motivating to do that. Number two, for my Indoor Challenge, I want to raise a significant amount of money for charities. But I want to raise 100 grand for these, well, between these charities. Come on, big a drum roll, come on! Thank you. So, next year, I'm going to be riding the distance of the Tour de France on an exercise bike at the same time as the professionals. That's the reaction that I wanted. Now, approximately, that's going to be 3,500 kilometres over 3 weeks. And on average, it's going to take me 6 to 8 hours most days, with some days closer to 10, some days less. It's a big challenge. So how can you get involved? This is the thing. So, nice and straightforward. Social media is massive, and you all know I love social media. If you can follow this, we're under Indoor Challenge. It's live on Facebook and Twitter. I would love you all to follow it, share, spread it with anybody who you think would be interested in any mad cycling challenge. I would love it if you can become a supporter or a sponsor. Now, there's different sponsorship packages starting from £25 going all the way up to the headline of £5,000, so you can get involved with. And the earlier you get involved, the more promotion I can give you. Now, I'm going to be raising money for 5 charities. So we've got Macmillan Cancer Research, we've got the South Warwickshire NHS Foundation Trust, Brighton Hospice, Helping Hands, and the Double R Play Scheme.
Thanks, Gary. Oh my goodness, I am so excited. Gary briefly mentioned this at a networking event probably about 6 weeks ago, and I just thought, yeah, really? I don't think so. And then this whole event came up, and then he's actually just announced it live on Facebook, so he's got to do it now. Yeah. So obviously, huge thanks to Gary for picking us as one of his charities. You've probably all heard me bang on about what we do, but I'm the fundraising coordinator at South Warwickshire NHS Foundation Trust, and what we do is look after the 4 local hospitals in South Warwickshire and our community services. And our main appeal that we're focusing on this year is our Birth and Babies appeal, and hopefully you've heard about it. If you haven't, then I'll tell you about it later more in detail. But the Birth and Babies appeal is aiming to raise £200,000, of which, if Gary reaches his target, will be 10% of that whole appeal, which would be incredible with one fundraiser. That money is going towards a new midwifery-led birthing centre that we're building at Warwick Hospital, which is due to open around about the time Gary's doing his event next year, which is brilliant.
Okay. Let's go with Leanne from Helping Hands. Let's give Leanne a big round of applause.
Thank you.
She hates me.
I didn't know I was standing up tonight. So thanks, Gary. A huge thank you, obviously, again to Gary for choosing Helping Hands. Gary's been a huge supporter of Helping Hands from very early days. And so when Gary worked at Titan, was the manager, he gave us free storage for a long time. In fact, we've still got that storage. Still at the minute. However, that storage we use for clothes and small items because it's what we fit in there, but we're actually fundraising at the minute for our own storage, which at the moment we've got it's 10 grand a year. So we run a project that we basically turn houses into homes where we take furniture from the local community, household goods, and people that have been homeless or in domestic violence situations or are struggling financially. We literally furnish the whole house from top to bottom, and so storage is essential to what we do. And at the moment we're going to lose our bigger storage, which is not Titan, thank goodness, but we need support and we need financial support. So Gary choosing us at this time when we're desperate for funding to storage is perfect.
And I don't know if you know, but I used to go to sixth form here, so actually it bears quite a lot of relevance to me being here and doing a challenge here. So thank you very much, Anya. Come on up and let's give a big hand for Anya.
We didn't talk about that, did we?
No.
But thank you, and I'm incredibly proud for Gary to have approached me a couple of months ago. I was very pleased to actually be sitting down whilst he talked to me because I couldn't quite believe what he came up with. Yes, exactly the reaction you were looking for, wasn't it? Yes. I had to go away and think about it and whether the venue is the right fit for such a crazy sporting challenge, considering we really are a retirement village. I thought, why not? Because Audley really is all about doing things differently. So I thought, have an opportunity like that, we're absolutely going to go with it. Got the marketing team on board. They absolutely loved it from day one. So here we are, launching today our 2018 My Indoor Challenge. Audley, as I said, does do things differently. We take retirement living to a new level. We are anything but retirement home. We are a village. We want to be part of the community, and we welcome the community into the facilities you're sitting in. And it really is all about choices. We've got the health club, which is why we're all here today. It's all about the gym and about the challenge, but the health club is really enhancing people's lives, and we really encourage not just the young, but also the older generation to be active and to stay active. So we have different classes catering for different needs. And again, that's another point where I thought, well, actually Gary's challenge really fits into what we're trying to do. We're really encouraging everybody, no matter how old or young, to stay active and remain active. It helps the brain as well as the body. So we're on board. We are very excited. It's going to be a whole 12 months build-up till the first day Gary on the bike. We will make sure that he is fed and watered. And there will be plenty of pictures throughout the day. I'm sure without a doubt there will be days where the mood and the stamina is a little low. That's when we will pick you up and we will get everybody who is involved out in the community to come in and pick Gary up. And I think that's really what this is about, and that's why Gary has picked us, because we hopefully can provide that and also have that draw for people to come in. So,
thank you very much, everyone.
So that's Gary's Bonkers Challenge, Tour de France 2018. He's a fool, isn't he?
With the challenge that you've put yourself into, the challenge of on a bike for, is it 21 days?
So it's going to be covering the distance of Tour de France next year.
Yeah.
Going to be approximately, because we don't know the exact distance, but approximately 3,500 kilometres over the 21 days.
Right, so as a person who's used one of these training bikes and across wherever, you're going to use the incline bit?
No.
No?
No. The reason is, with how the exercise bike's configured, just for general gym purposes, you just can't replicate the gradient. They're based on difficulty rather than gradient.
Right. I think you may struggle just constantly going at the same sort of speed. I think you may just be nice just to get a bit of resistance.
No, you're right. And that's when changing the position, changing the gradient, well, difficulty, changing the actual revolutions per minute will make a massive difference.
Even though you're going to be doing this for 3 weeks, you in theory will still have to come in and do a bit more to back down on it.
100%. There's going to be a month recuperation afterwards, which I already know is going to happen
Yeah.
because my body's going to be so used to doing the same repetitive motion
Yeah.
over the 3 weeks. It's not going to be used to doing normal stuff like walking.
Yes.
You know, taking a walk for 20 minutes, I can't really have a luxury of doing during the challenge.
Yeah, because that's what people forget. You're doing this challenge in theory for so many weeks, but there are recoup weeks that you'll still have to do the challenge, but nobody knows about.
Exactly.
So that's Gary. He's on Radio Warwickshire at the minute, doing his bonkers challenge, 21 days, Tour de France next year at Binswood Hall. So hey, we can go and see him when we've got our meeting on, can't we? In the morning, we'll go down and pester him. So anyway, check him out, Gary Jones, Bonkers 2018 challenge.
The duggystone.